Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. ESPN is in full panic mode right now. They are in full panic mode because Charles Barkley made some comments over the weekend, and they had to push back because ESPN is a LeBron James. Now, ESPN to LeBron James is what CNN was to Joe Biden or Fox News is to Donald Trump. That's the best way to describe ESPN. That is the best way. The entire thing is skewed towards that person. That's why I take most of what ESPN says with a grain of salt, right? So they did a panel today with Monica McNutt, Mike Greenberg, Jay Williams, Brian Windhorst. And they were reacting to some comments that Charles Barkley made, which was LeBron is over, and we're going to play that in a second. And in typical ESPN fashion, they started defending LeBron. Take a look at the video. Take a listen.
The number one knock on LeBron for older guys like myself has always been, yo, man, you always stacking your team. He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in LA. Now he's stacking it in Philly. So that, to me, I'm going to still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team.
All right, Monica McNutt, Brian Windhorst, and Jay Will, I'll start with you. Is that fair?
And I love Uncle Chuck. The biggest flaw in this argument for me is that, people treat player agency as if it's less legitimate than front office agency. So when, Red Auerbach, finds a way to stack a team, he's exceptional. He's a genius. When Brad Stevens does it, he's a visionary. When Jerry West does it, he's such an incredible leader. But somehow when a player kind of takes in his own agency to do that for himself, then it becomes a character flaw. And I think that's the flaw overall in the argument. Like, this is a different time and an age where players feel as if they're bigger than the franchise. It's the way people follow the game. And I think LeBron James is one of the rare few that, because of his agency and because of the power that comes along with being LeBron James, that he can pick and choose and kind of skew the rails in the direction he wants. And I don't think that's a character flaw. I think it's just the genius of LeBron being a GM and being the player that actually demands that type of control as the player he is, one of the greatest to ever do it.
Monica.
Jay was so eloquent, and I love that. But basically, this is, okay, you got it, whatever. Like, this is the way that the league goes right now. You know what I mean? Like, I think what LeBron is attempting to do here late, and I think in the rest of that conversation, Charles Barkley actually reintroduces his GOAT conversation. What he is attempting to do, and Wendy used this word in our earlier conversation this morning, ridiculous, with all the positive connotations. Like, everything about his career so far to this point has been ridiculous. To come in with all the pressure that we remember 20-something years ago as the number one overall draft pick and to only exceed, why would the last couple of years not also fall into that category in terms of an opportunity to bring a trophy back to Philadelphia? Like, I have no problem with this, and I'm fascinated to see how it unfolds.
Wendy, I'm fascinated to hear your perspective on it. This dates back, obviously, to the original decision when he took his talents to South Beach and all the things that have happened since. Does Charles Barkley have a point?
Well, Charles very clearly was speaking as a Hall of Famer, top 75 player. He's talking about what his and his peers' viewpoints are. I can't speak to that. That's what Charles is saying he views it as. I would just say, absolutely, the team in Miami was stacked. And absolutely, he, Bosh, and Wade came together to stack it. The following free agencies, I'm not sure that's true. He came to Cleveland. They hadn't made the playoffs in 4 years. They did the Love trade. Kevin Love had no history of any success in the playoffs. If you want to call that a stacked team, I guess, but like, from stacked says who? Then he goes to Los Angeles. The Lakers had missed the playoffs for 5 years. The team had nothing on it. They missed the playoffs the first year. They had to dump the roster and totally redo it and then get Anthony Davis. In this situation, if he didn't go to Philly, like, where did Charles or the Legends want him to go? Did they want him to go to the G League? Because if he went to Cleveland, is that team stacked? Is Miami with Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo, is that team stacked? Jokic and Jamal Murray, is that team stacked? And Edwards, Rudy Gobert? I don't know. He left Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Is that not it? I don't understand the premise of the of the complaint.
My feeling on this, because there is a cottage industry in criticizing LeBron. This is not meant to refer to Charles Barkley or any of those people. I'm talking more about just the general reaction online. I don't know, I've been doing this 30 years. The thing most people complain about is that the people just do things for money. They just do things for all these reasons. LeBron James took as little money as he could. Now, he's a billionaire. No one has to worry about it. But he didn't do this because he maximized the money he could get. He did it because he chose the place he has the best chance to win. I think that's what we want our athletes to want to do. He's telling you winning is the most important thing for me. I think that's what we, as fans, want the athletes to want first and foremost. So personally, look, I understand some people just have it in for him. They're going to criticize him no matter what he does. Fine, God bless you. But outside of that, I think this was a decision that is quite easy to support, regardless of which team you like. Go ahead, Jay.
I just feel like we're talking about Bron, Monica, and Wendy like he's 28 years old. The dude is 41 years old. 41 years old. My back hurts when I get up in the morning. Okay, it's just like he's still doing this at 41 years old. And even though he's 41, about to turn 42, LeBron James still unlocks this team in ways that nobody else can. So just to prove Wendy's point, maybe the case in Miami is fine, but it still took LeBron to unlock that for D Wade and Chris Bosh, who couldn't get over the hump without him. That's all I'm going to say.
So you saw it there. Do you know why they're doing this? For two reasons. Number one, to excuse LeBron's team stacking, and they never did this for Kevin Durant. But number two, if he loses, to take the blame off of him. They're already saying that Joel Embiid, is there pressure on Joel Embiid? And the reason Joel Embiid is going to get singled out, you heard it here, because he's not a clutch client. Tyrese Maxey is. LeBron James is, so they're covered. Jaylen Brown, even if they wanted to, he's a finals MVP. So from a basketball standpoint, you're going to look pretty stupid calling him out, and he's probably their best player. And you guys are the ones talking about LeBron's going to unlock the success and unlock your potential. I don't know what he's unlocking in Jaylen Brown. He already won a title. So go unlock those dudes over there. Leave me alone, bro. I'm already unlocked. I'm already unleashed. Go unlock them. Here's the key to the padlock and unlock them. I'm good. That'll be me. I'm good over here. We good over here, daddy. Go over there. That's what they're doing. And that's why they're pushing back on Charles Barkley. Monica McNutt said is even irrelevant. That's what they do in the NBA today. No, it's not. The Knicks weren't a super team. The Thunder are not a super team. The Spurs are not a super team. The Raptors are not a super team. Only this team. Even LaShawn McCoy said they have the best starting lineup in NBA history. ESPN is going to go into full spin mode. The same way they did after the Lakers told LeBron James, you can hit the road, Jack. They said, oh, LeBron left the Lakers. Yeah, all right, whatever. No, they told him peace out 1 year ago. And now they're going to go into their spin cycle and they're going to spin this as many ways as they can in order to protect LeBron from criticism. They're going to give him maximum benefit, zero blame. If he loses, they'll say he's 41. They don't hold that against Michael Jordan when he was 40. And if you consider the amount of talent that LeBron is playing with is grotesque compared to Jordan. And if they wins, oh man, he's a 42-year-old that won it. That's what they're doing. They're going to turn around and act like as if he deserves to be on the same level as Michael Jordan, knowing damn well he was nowhere near the competitive Michael Jordan. What Charles Barkley is talking about is your competitiveness. You're not ready to compete. You're ready to compete when the odds are stacked in your favor. That's what Barkley is alluding to. And that's why they're pushing back. ESPN is as transparent as a $7 bill. They're so clear. And the only people that gobble it up, and I sincerely believe LeBron fans, they actively lie to themselves. They look at truth, they know it's true, and then they tell themselves a lie, and then they find a way to like put themselves in a trance and accept it. And that's why they hate me, because I refuse to join them. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. So get ready for the spin cycle. Oh, get ready for it because it's definitely coming. The spin cycle is coming.